Ed Sheeran was mocked in his school for his tutor and big glasses. While his tutor was not a bad one, Ed Sheeran still suffered the humiliation of putting his hand up in the class to answer a question and being unable to say the words. Other students mocked him because of his speech problem.
I was a very, very, very weird child. Very weird child. And I had a port wine stain birthmark on my face that I got lasered off when I was very young, and one day they forgot to put the anaesthetic on, and then ever since then I had a stutter, and I also had very, very big blue NHS glasses. And the thing that I found most difficult about it was knowing what to say but not really being able to express it in the right way. So I did different speech therapies and stuff, which wasn't very successful.
So he stopped talking to anymore in his school. He had lost his self-confidence. But one moment changed his life. When his dad bought him the Marcel Marthez LP album by Eminem. Ed Sheeran, only 9 years old when he heard that album. He was surprised how Eminem was rapping very fast. He listened to that album and tried to replicate his rapping. And it helped him to rid of this tutor. In inspiring from Eminem, he started writing and singing his own songs.
My dad bought me the Marshall Mathers LP when I was 9 years old, not knowing what was on it, and let me listen to it, and I learned every word of it back to front. It helped me get rid of the stutter. Stuttering is not a thing you have to be worried about at all, and even if you have quirks and weirdness, you shouldn't be worried about that. Just be yourself, because there's no one in the world that can be a better you than you, and if you try to be the cool kid from class, you'll end up being very boring. Be yourself, embrace your quirks. Being weird is a wonderful thing. Don't ever treat it as an issue, and don't see it as a blight on your life, and carry on pushing forward. And I did alright. You can do alright as well. Nice one, thank you.
He started playing in bars every night. He moved to London in 2008 and began playing his small venues. For 4 years, he played 12 shows a week. But still, he did not able to make enough money for his music. So he had to sleep on the footpath, subway, on a park sometimes. There was a moment when he wanted to give up, but he didn't. He sent out his music to anyone who would listen. One day, a radio host, Jamie Foxx, invited him to play at his club in Los Angeles. And after the performance, he got a standing ovation. Jamie was so impressed with Ed Sheeran. He let him use in his recording studio and also give him a place to stay in Los Angeles. So he moved to Los Angeles. After years of hard work, he released his first studio album, Plus, on September 2011, which topped at the #1 on the UK album chart, a sale of 120,000 copies. finally got his big break. His second album, Divide, topped at number 1 in 14 countries. And his song and videos have been streamed billion of times on YouTube and Spotify. He also received 2 Grammy Awards from that album. But Ed Sheeran was not forgotten where he came from. So he is using his platform to raise awareness on his tutoring. So moral of the story is, there is no one in the world like you. So don't try and be anyone else.